Last but not least, Lenny Clark, my old friend. You know, we actually had a tough time with this category because there was so many fucking stories, and they're all true and they're all hilarious. But we had to, you know, wean them down for time. I want to tell you this one story. When we were doing the job, I think it was the second season, the vaunted second season. Fuck you, Mario. Yeah, what do you have a part this fucking big in the third season of fucking Sex and the City? Fuck you. Playing what? A fag. Ooh, there's a stretch. So Lenny, at this point, I think this is 2 years ago, Lenny weighs at that time about 400 fucking pounds, okay? About 375, and he's pissing blood, right? He calls me up, he goes, D, I'm pissing blood. And I'm like, yeah? What are you calling me for? He's like, get me a doctor. So I call Serpico, and he gets him a doctor, and they goes in. The doctor says, you got to come in and get the laser boom thing in your kidneys. But we had a photo shoot the next day when they shoot all the network official photos they send out to the magazines and stuff. So he said, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you these horses. He literally gave him Percocets that he would give to horses, giant horse fucking Percocets. So, and he says, you know, take one like every 12 hours. So of course Lenny's taken 3 at 9 o'clock in the morning. And he comes to work. I give him credit. He was spaced out, but he was there. So there's like 8 of us in the cast, and we're walking down in the meat market district right by the Hogs and Heifers bar. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. They got all the lights set up and everything. And Lenny's a little spaced out. And this girl comes out of Hogs and Heifers, one of the bartenders, and she has a bullhorn. And she goes, hey, Denis, come over later and have a drink. And Lenny says, just what we need, a cunt with a fucking bullhorn. And the girl goes, oh, my God, and walks in, like, really upset. And Lenny goes, what's she upset about? And we go, you just called her a cunt. And Lenny goes, did I say that out loud? Back in, true story, back in the late 70s, I think it was was it the 70s when you ran for city council? Or was that 80s?
Yeah, 70s.
Late 70s. In Cambridge, Massachusetts, where Lenny was born and brought up, in the projects near Harvard. You know, fuck that movie with Matt Damon. What was that called? About the guy who's a genius? Yeah. Lenny was a janitor at MIT, and he just stole shit, and they fired him. There was no mathematical genius shit involved. In Cambridge, because it's full of hippies, you know, that go to Harvard, then they settled there in the 60s, they ruled about running for offices. If you declare that you're going to run for office, whoever, you immediately get some money to print up buttons and bumper stickers. Lenny is a janitor at that point, and he goes, guys, I'm fucking running for mayor. And we're like, mayor of what? He's like, Cambridge. And we're like, yeah, you can't run for me. He's like, anybody can run, I'm fucking doing it. We said, well, what's your platform? Fuck the Kennedys, that's my platform. So he goes down, he fills out all these things, and he gets fuck the Kennedys bumper stickers printed up. Fuck the Kennedys, vote for Lenny, right? So, like about, I don't know, 4 weeks into the campaign, nobody fucking knows what's going on. There's crazy fuck the Kennedy bumper stickers everywhere. Who's Lenny? You know, all this shit. Lenny goes, I need something to fucking spark interest in my campaign. And his brother Mike, who was dealing drugs at the time, I think, was like, what do you fuck, I don't know, I have no ideas. Lenny goes, I'm gonna steal a fucking bus. I'm gonna steal a city bus and I'm gonna drive it around. And then people will know who I am. And he was drunk, we're like, yeah. Next day, he goes out, he steals a fucking bus, drives it down Mass Ave, through Boston, across the bridge, into Cambridge, right? And halfway through, he's realizing, oh, it's just me driving a bus. This is no good. So he starts to pick people up. He's fucking picking, people aren't even at bus stops, he's going, get in! And he tells them, I'm gonna drop you off right in front of your fucking house. And you tell the cops when they ask Lenny fucking Clark, dropped you off in front of your house. I swear to God. Swear to God. And, you know, I think he's over the eating thing now, but, you know, he fucking could eat. He could drink and he could eat. And he could fight and he could snort blow. That's 4 good things. Yeah. I think he went to his first AA meeting with an 8-ball. I swear to God. It was in a church, and he thought he was going to a party. I swear to fucking God. these guys said, Lenny, meet us at this church. And he went in. He thought it was a nightclub like Limelight. And he was sitting there with an 8-ball and a bottle of booze, and he was doing fucking hits off the 8-ball, and he was thinking, he kept hearing every other word. He's like, they keep talking about drinking, but when did we start the drinking? What's... Anyways, you guys have been great. I fucking love him. I hate the rest of you. Thank you very much.